Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Mutale TV. And today I have a very special announcement to all my viewers and my subscribers. We're going to start our first ever series. Under Mutale TV. Remember, Mutale TV is an educational platform where you can learn all the compulsory subjects. So the first series from Mutale TV will be pure physics. When I say series, it simply means that we're going to start the whole paper. We're going to answer the whole paper, but in parts, not in one video. We'll be doing it question one, each question it will have its own video. So now, another good news is that Mutale TV is now working together with the new pamphlets which are being released, or which were released. I hope you can see the new pamphlets which are success. These are books or pamphlets which you can buy at a very cheap price from the author. I'm sure you can see that's the author, the picture of the author. And if you want any other subjects of this kind of booklet, you can contact him on those numbers showing on the screen right there. The guy has all the subjects since grade 1, from grade 1 up to grade 12. Now we're going to use this pamphlet to solve the entire paper or in this our series. So what we're going to do is that this pamphlet usually consists of since we're starting our pure physics, there's written success in pure physics, and that's about mine. So you guys, you should buy as well. Okay, so how this pamphlet is that it contains past papers and answers to those questions in those past papers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve and explain those questions in this video. Then we're going to use this booklet to confirm our answers, to see if this booklet is actually true, the answers are actually correct or not. This book, guys, is a really great study material. I'd advise that you call the author and get your own copy, soft copy or hard copy. I just from buying my own so that you can start our first ever series at Mutale TV. Alright, without any further ado, let's look at we're going to start 2017 as our first series, our first episode short 2017. Question 1, pure physics 2017 school certificate. Question 1, I hope you can see on there. Question 1 reads, answer all questions in this space provided on the question paper. Figure 1.1 is a full-scale drawing of an aluminium bar. Question 1A, calculate the volume of the bar. Okay, so we need to calculate the volume of the bar. How do you calculate the volume of the bar? Since you look at the shape being given in the question, what kind of shape have been given in the question is a rectangle, and I know that the formula of the rectangle is for finding volume. The formula of the rectangle for finding volume is volume is equal to breadth times length times height. That's the formula for finding volume. This is question 1. Question 1A. Question 1A. So this is our formula for finding volume. You simply substitute. If you look at there, what is our breadth? Our breadth is 2 multiplied by our length. What is our length? Our length is 5 centimeters. Up you can see our length is 5 centimeters. Multiplied by our height. What is our height? I hope you can see our height is actually this one here. So our height is 2 centimeters. Then you just simply punch in your calculator, say 2 by 5 is 10, 10 by 2 is 20. Now remember, physics is important. Physics is very important, so you need to pay attention to what the units are very important. So here, remember that each quantity you have gotten from the diagram, it was saying that if you can also say that it was like this: 2 centimeters times 5 centimeters times to centimeters. You can go each way. You can use this one or direct like this. But what you must remember that units are very important. So we want to find the units of a volume. So if you multiply this and this, it will give us 20. But what about the units? You also multiply the units. And we know that simple algebra, when you multiply variables without any constant in front of it, its power will increase. For example, if you multiply x by x by x, we're going to have x cubed, just like that. Which means if you multiply centimeter times centimeter times centimeters, we're going to have what? Centimeters cubed. And that is the volume of what? The units for volume. Okay, hope guys is clear on how to find the volume and how to find the units of the volume. Okay, or how the units of the volume came about. So now we move on to question B. Question B reads, what other measurements are needed to determine the density of aluminium? Density. Okay. So simply use the formula saying density is equal to mass over volume. Now you ask yourself, okay, do you have the mass of aluminium bar? No, we don't have, right? But do you have a volume? Yes, we have. So technically, for us to find density, which is G, we need what? We need to have mass and the volume, but we don't have the mass. So what we need, whatever measurement we need is what? Mass of the aluminium bar. That's your answer on B. Okay, hope we are together. When we move on to question C. Question C reads, when placed on a measuring pan, a reading of 56 grams is obtained. Okay. Question C1, sorry, I beg your pardon. Question C1. On figure 1.2, draw a pointer showing a reading of 56 grams. Okay, I've been given the diagram right there. So if it was in an exam, on the diagram, the way it is, how can I say? Okay, let me just do it. The way it is right here, I hope you can see. Yeah, like this. The way it is right here. So to draw the reading of what? 56. How can you draw the reading of 56? You simply count. Okay, if from 50 to here you count, this is 50, so this is 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. I've been indicated there is 55. So which means the next line here is what? 56 grams. So you simply just draw a line from there, going directly on there. Simply draw just a line there, they're going direct there. I would have drawn, but yeah, I hope you get the point. Then we go to question C2. Question C2 reads, find the density of the aluminium bar. Oh, good. So this is our C1. It will take time for me to draw up to scale, so no wonder I haven't drawn the question C1 answer, but I've told you that just simply go on the next line after 55, which is this one, and drag a set line from there to here. Just the same way here, this one is pointed at 0, the same way you should point it at what? At 56. That's how you obtain your mark there on that question. And the next question is, find the density of the aluminium bar. Okay, so the aluminium density, just simply use the formula for density. Density is equals to mass over volume, and our mass have been given is 56 grams when it's put on the pan. Then our volume I've calculated there is what? 20 centimeters cubed. So now you simply just punch in your calculator saying, okay, 56 divided by 20 to give us 2.5. So now the units, the same units again. So when you find the units, when you're dividing units, just simply say, okay, the one which is on top here, the unit which is gram, right? The unit is gram, one which is on top to be our first one. Then the next one you say pay. Now the units which are down, which is what? Centimeters what? Cubed. That's how we write the units for density. Okay, let's prove now in our pamphlet for success if answers are found is correct, and also the same in this pamphlet. So scroll down. These are the questions. These are the past paper questions. Have you seen how good the pamphlet is? gives you questions and answers at instantly at the moment, at the same time. Instantly, the same like that. So then continue scrolling down. That's where we find our answers after the past paper questions. So this good, this pack, you guys should really contact the author and buy your copy, and mention when buying from him, kind to mention that you saw the advert or you saw the pamphlet being advertised at Mutale TV and you want a copy. It will really help me, and it will really also support our channel to grow bigger. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's go to the answers. The answers. Okay. Answers is for answers for what? Okay, answers, where are they? Okay, we're looking for 2017, and those hope you can see 2017 answers for physics paper 2. Now here there's answers, and the answers are from the question from doing is what? Question 1A. Question 1A, we are told to find what? Calculate the volume. The pamphlet is saying that the answer is what? 20 centimeters cubed, and also found that the volume is actually what? 20 centimeters cubed, which means the pamphlet is what? Is genuine. Then we go to question B. Question B says it was saying that what is the other measurements needed to determine the density of the aluminium bar, and we answered earlier on saying the mass of the aluminium bar. The pamphlet also says what? The mass, which is correct as well. On the diagram here, as you seen, the pamphlet has even helped me to show you the answer on how to draw that pointer on that diagram. The way I explained, then density, it's even showing how to find density as well. The density is also mass over volume. When you do the simplification, it gives you that. Okay, so you guys, please kindly subscribe to my channel and like my video, and leave a comment if you are stuck anywhere, or leave a comment if you want to contact the author or the books, or where to get these pamphlets for success. Thank you for watching Mutale, and look out for the next video, which is part 2, question 2, which will be one of my favorite topics, which is free fall, linear motion in short. Okay guys, prepare for part 2. This will be our part 2. Bye bye, and please subscribe and like, and don't forget as well to get your own copy of Success as we go on in our series. This book, guys, will really help you a lot. Thank you.